Well, we I don't know. Give me a second. First of all, let me hit you with the intro. This is Mack with the End of Life of a Mack podcast. The podcast where we live like no one else. The later on we can live like no one else. What it is, what it do, and how you doing. I got some new toys that I'm playing with, so forgive me if I'm going back and forth. But it is what it is. Just trying some new things out. Thinking about doing more podcasts via live. So I'm using this wonderful tool called Restream. Restream is it's a platform where you can use multiple uh, sites. So right now I'm going from Facebook to Periscope to my YouTube page. So all of those on there. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Just trying it out, trying something new. Always trying to reinvent myself, especially with the podcast game, because podcasts is, I mean, everybody and their mama has a podcast right now. So you have to up your game up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You got to change the game plan in which how you do things. So trying some new things out, trying a little difference here and there. Got a new mic, so hopefully that makes it sound better. Got a new interface, so has a lot of different cool, quirky things that a podcaster should be able to use. Like this one. So, I bring in a guest, and such and such. This is John Smith. Everybody, give him a hand. Yeah, kind of cheesy, right? No, I'm just. And then if he says something I don't like, or if he says something that's like, "What in the world?" Yeah. That's all day jokes all day. Get up out here with that. My personal favorite. Ow! Ow! Sound like you slapping somebody. But yeah, man, we're not doing much of nothing. It's just a lot of playing around with some new things that I got. Just seeing how I can make myself better. Yeah, it is what it is. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Facebook in the Life of a Mack, of course. Instagram is what Instagram. Wow, I said Instagram. Lord Jesus. Instagram as well. ITLOAM_ podcast. Also on Twitter. ITLOAM. Yeah. Like I said, YouTube. In the Life of a Mack. Everywhere. All right. We're not just, doing this thing. I'm also on anchor.fm in the Life of a Mack. That's where my host site is. And then, like I said before, they kick it out to all of the other podcast platforms. So the game is out there, man. Let me get some more music. Yeah. So hope everybody's doing well this weekend. We got Super Bowl Sunday. Tomorrow, we got the wonderful Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But both of them have had a really good season. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Chiefs are 14-2, best record they've had in franchise history. I'm glad they weren't 13-3. So yeah, I'm glad. Hey man, good. Hey man, I appreciate it, man. My boy Antonio, man was T man, dude. T Man was a teammate of mine when I played at K State, and this dude, you talk about hops and speed, like mad underrated. Like we trying to figure out why. Like this dude wasn't getting more playing time on the field, like no lie. And then the KU game, he balled out. We trying to figure out why. Like coach, if you give that man a rock, he's gonna go. But it is what it is. I appreciate you, man. Hey, I'm glad I'm feeling better because I was sick like 2 weeks ago. So terrible. Yeah. Let's see what's some other new things that this thing doing. Oh, change the background. Okay. Hey man, you know it's all love, brother. Trust me, it's all. I need to find some longer music because this is a mug is short. It's too short. Um, okay, that's a different background. Purple. Okay, I actually like that. Not a fan of that one. What we got here? That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Yeah, man. So the cool thing with Restream, you guys can chat me while I'm doing this, and I can even respond back. But it comes out as Restream. If there was questions, if there was, and we can. That's the cool thing about it. I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm ready for these Chiefs to win Super Bowl number 3, French history, but it'll be 2 in a row. First one they won Super Bowl 4 against the Minnesota Vikings. They were in Super Bowl 1, the first one ever against the Green Bay Packers. But of course, Green Bay was gonna win that one. And the rest is history. We won last year. We will win this year. Y'all hear echo, or is that just me? It might be just me. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Toy around with this new interface I got. Pop, I don't know what that is. Original. But I don't know how it sounds. What does it sound like now? Hopefully it sounds better. Yeah, man, the Chiefs, man. I hope they do it, man. I hope so. They got, pretty much the same teams last year. He putting everything on the my man Antonio Polite, man, a former college teammate of mine again. I'm telling you, man, like we got a brother, man. Look, that's one of the main reasons why I went to K State when I was getting recruited there. Besides my boy Darren Sproles went there. We went to the same high school. And when I saw everyone, just hanging out together and clowning with each other, I was like, dude, this is just like being in high school again. But it wasn't. It was on another level. And man, it was. I fell in love with it. Like I really did. It was K State was like no other, especially the years that I was there. I mean, um, we had guys like Terry Pierce. We had guys Josh Buell. Like I said, Darren Sproles, L. Rosen, Jeff Schwinn, Steve Washington, Terrence Newman, Melvin Williams. Oh my God, Brian Hickman, man, God rest his soul, man. R.I.P. Brian. Um, Bobby Walker. Uh, oh my God, like, there were some dudes we had on that team, man. Like dudes. Ford when he was at Nebraska, and I also had to do play the scout team quarterback when we played against Iowa State. And that's when they had Heisman candidate. Well, both of them were Heisman candidates. Um, Seneca Wallace, he was their quarterback. I'm telling you, uh, yeah, that defense that year was really mad at me both those weeks because man, coach was like, "Hey, you better go." I was like, "Coach, I ain't trying to do it. I'm just trying to do what I'm supposed to do." So yeah, I I got beat up. I ain't gonna lie. As a kid, say that nowadays no cap. I was getting beat up pretty bad. Like I was getting thrown around, and because I was killing them, that's why I was killing them, and I figured it out why. I was killing them on the option, and they couldn't hang with me on the option. I was giving them boys fits, man. Yeah, man, dog. I heard about that. I heard about that, man. Much prayers and love go to Leroy, man. Golly, I saw that on Facebook, and I was just like, yo, I my heart goes out to his family, man. He was a cool dude, man. He was a cool dude, and sometimes you never know what people are going through, what people are dealing with. Um, so don't be afraid to reach out and just hit somebody up, man. If you still got their number, hit them up, man. Uh, Shoot, I love all my brothers, man, that I play ball with at K State, man. So every time we get a chance to, talk about the old stuff and, because we all getting old now. Look at all these gray hairs I got. Like, come on now. Let me get closer. Y'all see these gray hairs I got, yo? Like, this don't make no kind of sense. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, you never know. You never know what people are dealing with, and especially with COVID-19 stuff going on, and underlying health issues that people deal with, and you know, um, depression, anxiety, like all that. Excuse me, all that stuff is real, man. So, just to reach out with you know, all my friends and all my brothers that I played high school ball with and college ball with. Because I have pretty good relationships with all of them. Who's still swole? I know you ain't talking about me, nah, bro. I am not swole at all. I'm. I can't say. Well, I'm not as swole as I used to be. Let's just put it that way. Um, man, I ain't been swole since I was in college, man. And that was when I was looking like, shoot, I was looking like Achilles off of Troy, like real talk. 300. Uh, this is Sparta. But when you spend what is that 5 days in the weight room, bruh. When you spend 5, sometimes 6 days a week in the weight room, and you running and constantly lifting, like man, that's all you do. Like you ain't got no choice but to be swole. And I was kind of already I'm kind of naturally big anyway. Not even natural. I'm kind of a thick kid anyway. If you go through my IG page, you'll see I was a little thick kid. Um, but yeah, man, it's just things happen, man. Things, and sometimes it's hard to deal with. Hard to deal with. Antonio said, "Still the most swole freshman I've ever seen." Dog, I wasn't. Look, I was 109 pounds coming in, like, when we came in when I came in as a freshman, and I think that was the man. Don't do me like that. I really wasn't that big, man. Like y'all make it seem like I was like Marvin Simmons out this piece, and y'all know how big Marvin was. Oh man, dude, but Marvin is small now. Like he ain't up like he used to be. But I mean, I guess that's what happens when you stop lifting and playing ball. So, you ain't gonna be that swole no more. Um, but bruh, come on, man, y'all make it seem like I was like Kimbo Slice at this piece. That was not Brock Lesnar. That was shoot, y'all forget about Jeremy Clark. He was on the line, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. For a freshman, I will say that, but I wasn't like swole. I was just, when you come from a 6A football program, period, and then a football program where I came from, man, we didn't play no games, like whatever, no. Yo, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. We run a cross country runner, man. That's crazy, man. I'm telling y'all, look, y'all just got to go back to the 02, 03, 04 seasons, man, and watch some old, YouTube clips, K State football, and like you'll see a bunch of dudes. We, man, look, we had some dudes on that team. Um, but we had a great squad, and I know for me, what made it fun was like I said, that we all had, because we was offense, defense, or position. We were all the brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, thinking back now, and just the times that was tough. Um, I mean, for those who have younger with Coach Snyder, like he didn't play no games. He's real old school. We're gonna work till we get it done correctly. Um, to play mad, we had to play mad because all this built up frustration we had, man, and dealing with a lot of outside things that you know young men learn to deal with. Um, I mean, man, for real, like, oh my god, but um, those times are just different, man. Like it was, and it's crazy because 2021, that was almost 20 years ago. Well, yeah, almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago, when, and that don't even being you know moving into your 20s and playing ball, and that we played against, like it wasn't no scrubs, man. Like we was playing against a lot of great talent, and you know, to this day my shoulder is still messed up from fooling around tackling Adrian Peterson. Like by far the hardest person I've ever had to tackle was him. Like no lie. And I'm not saying practice every day was easy because it wasn't, but it was difficult, tackling Sproles because he's going to see. But me, I had the upper hand though because I kind of knew Sproles' moves. So you know, I've been I've been a teammate of Sproles since middle school, so a year ahead of me. So of course, there's always the middle school scrim. We had a three high school back in the day. So the freshmen were at um, we seventh, eighth, and ninth grade. I was in ninth grade. I was in eighth grade. Now I will these guys on the team, but it's not my fault. Can't help that. All genetics. God gave me that talent. God gave me this. So um, I feel it. I played every percent for a quarterback. Out there with you the ball. Okay, cool. I was a running back. Cool, got that. I even played defensive line Randall. Like, in middle school when I had to play defensive line because I was pretty strong and I was like I said I was pretty had some nice size, man. So I watched John Randall, man. That was my dude. Defensive tackle for the Minnesota Vikings. John Randall, that was my dude. Um, that dude was crazy. He was funny. Like when he was all mic'd up, he'd be telling jokes and just having fun on the field. And I think for me that's kind of like how I emulated myself when I played ball. It was all fun. For me, it was fun. It was business at the same time. So, but yeah, middle school did everything, and then the scrimmages and the practices we had against the ninth graders, and we had to tackle Sproles and it the the same stuff y'all see Darren did in his entire football NFL and in college. He was doing that in middle school. For those who with him in Pop Warner Little League, he was doing that then. So, um, when you see a guy like Aaron, they're a dime a dozen. Like it's just something special. He's a different dude, different cat. Um, he made a lot of cats look stupid, like they didn't know how to play football. Who recruited you to come to this Division One? Like, look, it wasn't just the normal John Smith guys that recruited 3, 4, 5-star athletes, and I'm talking about OK State too, um, throughout the entire country. That Sproles made people look silly. Like when you when you make Troy Polamalu look stupid, mm. And when he was at USC, he was considered like one of the best tacklers in the country. Defensive players, period. So I'm just saying like that dude was different. And middle school, he was doing that. Like it was bad. And then high school, he's just I know he played. I don't think he started, but behind Bino Gore, um, he they won state his sophomore year. Um, did his junior year when I got there. um, we should have won state, but we didn't, and we had a I don't know. I don't know what happened. Our team didn't gel right. I don't know what happened. That's all I can say. But uh, I mainly played a lot of defense. My, my sophomore year, there was me, Josh Carroll, and Royal Whitaker. We were the 4 sophomores that played and started varsity football at Olathe North. And for those in the Kansas City area that know about Olathe North football, have sophomores starting. That's especially back then. Like that's a big deal. Like you're somebody. Like you're a player if you can start as a sophomore. Um, hey man, but when you got it like that, you got it like that. But like I said, I really didn't. For me, I didn't know how good I was until like my junior year, my senior year, and it was still like, I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. Like okay, yeah, I rushed for 200 yards. Okay, that's cool. A lot of guys ain't seeing that. um, I was, yeah, I was recruited to play defense, which is fine with me. I enjoyed the defensive side of the ball. I do. Like that's in college, it's cool. And then now coaching now because I coach football as well here in Houston, or yeah. Um, I mean football all day, man. Like why didn't y'all tell me I had these stars on his background? Like come on, y'all supposed to help me out. His stars look terrible. Um, but yeah, man, them K State days was fun. It was. Where's that purple? Since we talking about K State stuff, there we go. But football, man, is football for me, and I'm sure other guys will attest to this. Football is a lot like life. Um, is going to teach you how to overcome obstacles. It's going to teach you how to deal adversity, and going to it's going to make it. Because truth be told, some people can't. Some people can't handle. When things get hot, when the game's on the line. When you need that first down and it's third and short. Like we got to get this yard, man. Like can we count on you to get this yard? Can we count on you to you know a lot of there's a lot of whew, it's gonna test you. It's gonna test you mentally and physically. Um, more so mentally. And I tell my guys that I coach now, here, you're like, that's just plain and simple. You can't be stupid. You can't be a dumb athlete. You can't be, uh, man, I didn't even, tears, man. If you still on, man, what's up, my man TG, man? How you doing, bro? Um, and Kyle Suttles, my bad, man. I'm totally missing all y'all. Hope y'all doing good, man. It's football and life are parallel. Like I said, it's going to teach you, how to deal with adversity. It's going to teach you how to overcome things. It's going to teach you how to uh, work with other people. It's going to teach you how to deal with people that you may not like, but you got to work with them. Um, but it's all about respect because at the end of the day, we trying to stop this team from scoring, and we trying to as we can. So we got to do what we got to do to get the job done, and that's a lot. That sounds a lot just like life, man. Like, because I mean, not everybody at a Fortune 500 company likes each other. They like the paycheck that they get. I mean, you look at Amazon. I can guarantee you, everybody don't like everybody at Amazon. I guarantee you that. Uh, or uh, Radio Shack, even though Radio Shack, I said, did I really say Radio Shack? I don't even think Radio Shack is is Radio Shack still around? Are they even operational right now? Jesus Christ. I said Radio Shack. I can't believe that. I'm really dating myself right now. Um, shoot, that's damn. I'm gonna say Blockbuster. But what was I gonna say? Oh, not everybody, likes each other, who they work with or who they see on a daily basis. We all have those uh co-workers that we just, man, I can't stand it. They talk too much, or they always got something to say, or they butt kissing, whatever the case is. But you got to work with them, and if you can't do that, then you might as well find another job, another place to work, because but you might as well, because I mean, there's always gonna be somebody, you know, that you got to deal with who you don't like. So it's best just to stick it out as much as you can and make it work. Uh, make it work. Make it work. So, real quick, since this has been going on, I need to go grab me a thing of water. So we're gonna take a quick 30 seconds, and then I'll be right back. All right. Enjoy some of this wonderful music um, that I'm about to cue up. And what we gonna do? We're gonna do this one. Yeah, we'll do this one, and then we'll also do this one. So I'll be right back. All right. And we're back. We are back. Let me get my radio voice. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the End of Life of Mack podcast. The podcast no one else, but later on we can live like no one else. Our host Mo Mack. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining in. We are live in living color on Facebook, YouTube, and also we are live on Periscope. Periscope got bought out by Twitter, so Periscope is about to phase out in March. So if you have a Periscope account, you just gonna do all your stuff on Facebook, or not Facebook, but on Twitter. So started out as a little test to check this thing out. Platform where you can have multiple accounts, like up to 30, I believe. You can use their studio, the streaming studio, and put everything out to all of your platforms. You have your stuff on. So the only thing that it doesn't have is Instagram. That's the only thing it doesn't have. But I mean, it's got a bunch of stuff. So it's actually pretty cool. Not bad at all. So yeah, follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on IG. Then you go to my YouTube page. Ain't much on there, but hopefully, like I get the hang of this, start doing more stuff. Then we can really get it going. I like to do more stuff. Then it's also interactive, so if people want to chat, they can. As you see, guys like Terrence George or Kyle Suttles, Antoine Polite, Antonio Madison, all former teammates of mine. We played ball at K-State together. Okay, I don't like that music. That's a little weird. But yeah, so Restream, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool avenue to where you can push out all your live video and things like that. It's also interactive with OBS if you guys are familiar with that. I don't do much with that. Like I said, I'm just trying to get the hang of this. Oh, cool thing is I can invite guests. Lovely. So I can put in well, I don't know if I want to put that. So yeah, that music was kind of trash. I didn't like it either. Let's see. So if I were to put this here, I wonder how would it show up. Okay, bam. So if you guys wanted to join me and I could pull you up so like you could be my guest, we can interact, some more. Click on that. On the link, and then I could have you as my guest on. It's cool, pretty cool feature. I can have up to 6 participants. Okay, that's what's up. I like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be using this more often now. So cool beans, cool beans. So, anybody out there, real quick, if you are watching, go ahead and click that link and let me try this and let me see what we got going on here. Share screen. Oh, okay. Cool beans, cool beans. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool features we got on here. Have screen, cover. What is this? A bunch of buttons. That's all it is. Oh, probably because I have the chat on. But we gotta leave the chat up. Um, well, let's see if I put it here. What's it gonna do? Is it gonna do anything? I don't know. But those who are watching, and do me a favor, click on this link right and let me know what pops up. If you can, cool. If not, and if you don't even know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Like I said, I'm just trying some new stuff on here, and yeah, it may not even work. May not. Who knows? So life is cool. Life is good. Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow, and I'm not a betting man, but I got my money on my Kansas City Chiefs. I don't see them losing this game. I don't. And if they, no. But I mean, they played the Bucks earlier this year, and I mean that was the game tied at 200 some yards in the first quarter. Now the defensive line has gotten a lot better, but the secondary guys still so. Everybody's saying Tom Brady the GOAT. To me, he's not the GOAT. I don't care what anybody say. He's not the GOAT. He's not. Not at all. Not at all. Is he one of the great ones? Yeah. But to me, he's not the GOAT. Sorry. I'm never calling Tom Brady the GOAT. Never. Because it's one debate that I got in with some students of mine. Uh, stats, it, it, your stats make you great. So, of course, I go through the because we started off with basketball. He was saying that, of course, this generation will say LeBron James is the GOAT. Cool, because of course he brought up the stat. He's above my career assist and points and everything else. Cool, which he does. Um, I wasn't arguing with that. I was arguing the the level of greatness between the two, because when the game matters the most, who has the ball in their hand 99.9% of the time? Like, full of, I mean, we were just going back and forth. And I just posed that question. He couldn't answer. And I was just like, well, how come you can't answer the question when that's the person you say is the GOAT? Like, how can you not have, you know, clutch moments when the game is on the line? And I'm not talking about regular season. I'm talking about like playoffs and championship games and stuff like that. Um, I just simply posed that question and he couldn't answer it. And I was like, well, how can you not like? So how can you say that he's better than Michael? He was like, oh, he's just better. Okay, until you give me a legitimate argument on why LeBron is better than Jordan. Well, I mean, for me, it's never gonna be LeBron. I'm sorry, it's not. LeBron will be two. He'll be number two. He can be two all day, but he can't pass. He can't surpass Michael Jordan because I, growing up in Kansas City, we had the Chicago local channel WGN, and for us it was Channel 13 in Kansas City. I've seen regular season games where the Bulls will be down by like 25 points, and then all of a sudden Jordan off, and they win. Um, Kids nowadays they watch highlights and they want to they don't watch the full entire game and the impact that Michael Jordan had on both sides of the court, on offense and on defense. Jordan didn't just play offense; he played defense. He was one of the best defenders in the league, uh, along with his scoring. But the mental aspect of the game is what will always set Michael Jordan apart from LeBron James. Sorry. Um, Mentally, LeBron beat mentally, and for a lot of people, for a lot of great people, don't have the mentality of I'm that one. I ain't got nothing for you. Like, no matter how great or how good Odell Beckham is, he will never be better than Jerry Rice. No matter how good or how great Julio Jones is and will be, he ain't better than Jerry Rice. He ain't even better than Calvin Johnson. And then Lord, don't let me get on running backs because everybody want to talk about Emmitt Smith. Dog. I don't even give Emmitt Smith cool. Emmitt was good. He was good for what the Cowboys did. But when you got 300 pounds across the 400 pounds across the board, dude, like, come on, man, come on. That's not even any good running back would get that many yards behind that line. But I mean, the goat to me is Barry Sanders, and behind him is Walter Payton. That's just me. Some people have Walter over um, Barry, which is okay. That's cool. That's cool. But for me, from what I saw with my eyes, watching Barry Sanders, who's from Wichita, Kansas, by the way, same state where I'm from, but not the city. He's about 3 hours away from me, southwest. Yeah, southwest. Uh, Barry Sanders was with the probably one of the worst offensive teams. Okay, like let's just keep it real. Most and crazy thing about it is he had to run backwards so much that he lost yardage. So I wish I had time to go back and look at film and watch and compare, games and yardage, things like that with my eyes versus, stats are skewed. And that's what I tell these young cats all the time. Stats are skewed. Because if you just look, you see somebody, just say a receiver. He had, 8 catches for 175 yards with a touchdown. Cool. That's pretty good day. Pretty good day at the office. But did they account for the the two drops he had in the red zone that would have set him up for either a touchdown or a field goal? Did they look at you know um, the fumble he had or things like that? Like that's what I look at, and that's what for me that's what sets up the goat debate. Like, come on, man, you put Barry Sanders on the Dallas Cowboys team, we're not even having a debate. You put Emmitt Smith on the Detroit Lions team, man, it's not even close. It's not even like it's not close. And I can't stand when people say Emmitt Smith is the GOAT because he's not. He's not. Same thing like LeBron and Jordan. They're totally different. Totally. I like LeBron's game. You know, I told my son when he was playing basketball, I watch LeBron play. He's got a great game. He's an all around player. But it's just that mental aspect of the game that you got to have that sets you apart. I mean, look at Kobe, look at Tiger. Um, Sheesh. Look at Ali. Mentally, he's already beaten you before the match even starts. You know, sane Mike Tyson when before before the Buster Douglas fight, when way before the Buster Douglas fight, when he was mentally good, because his trainer Gus D'Amata had him right, and after Gus died, man, Mike wasn't the same. Mike was not the same. But my man Bolden, who I was in the army with, man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this: ain't nobody gonna take that L. The only person to take that L is Tom Brady. This look, think about it. This is the perfect scenario where the new young lion outdoes the old lion. Like, come on now. Like y'all didn't see the writing on the wall. Y'all don't see the writing on the wall. Tom Brady, 43 years old. Yeah, they wanted to get up here. Okay, he accomplished something that everybody thought he would not be able to do. That's get the he wasn't gonna be able to do it. He did it. But when we look at team, because this is a team game. I mean, you can break it down by position groups. If you do that, Chiefs win. Just saying. We can end the argument right there. I mean, because I mean, I just might have to do that. I might have to pull it up and just look at the position by position. Um, Second, looking at the secondary, can't see he's got the better secondary. Looking at the linebackers, they I think they canceled themselves out, but I think Buccaneers may have a better linebacker core. Maybe D line, I give the slight edge to Kansas City. I'm not biased. I'm being real. I give the slight edge to Kansas City. Uh, Even though that D line that the Buccaneers have, they go hard. Like they're good. And you look at quarterbacks. I'm giving it to the young lion. I'm giving it to Patty Mahomes. Look at the running backs. Got Leonard Fournette, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Le'Veon Bell. I don't even know who the Bucks batting back is. I don't know. I haven't been watching them that much. But if you just look at that, like Edge KC in the running back, receivers, offensive line. I think they even themselves out. So when you look at it that way, well, I guess you can put the tight ends with the receivers. Um, but come on now, like, and I'm not saying it's gonna be a blowout because it's not. It's not it's probably gonna be a 10-point game, 7-point. So, and I know it's not gonna be a blowout. It'd probably be similar to the first game they played. Now I don't know if Tyreek is gonna go off for 200 in the first quarter again. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know, but we'll see. Um, but there's a lot that could happen. There's a lot that could happen. I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I said before, like this being in two Super Bowls in a row, like come on, man. When I started watching the Chiefs, when we had decent teams, and oh, it was a struggle. It was a struggle being a fan. I just put it that way. Because I mean, we had come on, we had teams that were pushing playoffs, but we just couldn't get past the hump. And in '93, we were one game away from the Super Bowl, but we missed a field goal. Good old Lynn Elliott against the um, Buffalo Bills up in Buffalo. And ever since then, we've been close, and get to playoffs, and we lose in the wild card game, or we lose in the divisional game. Like when we played against the Colts a few years back, several years back, and no, that was back when the Colts had Peyton Mack played a game in Kansas City. I remember that game. I was there. I only think each team punted like one time, or there was like one game. It was either punt. It was either punt, no punt, or each team had one punt. But like no defense was stopping nobody. And that was back when we had Alex. What did we have? Alex Smith, a young Alex Smith, I think. I want to say that's correct. Um, but yeah, things did not go well. So I'm just like, so hopefully things be different. Hopefully, uh, hopefully they keep this team together. Now I understand you had to pay some guys and hold back, but they done well so far. You know, um, being able to manage, Pat. Excuse me. They were able to manage Patty's big extension, and then um, moved around, paid some guys here and there, and um, when Williams decided to sit out this year because of COVID, and we ended up drafting, probably the best running back in the draft last year, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Um, that you just replace one weapon with another, and they're pretty comparable. So hopefully they'll keep this team around and make a few more runs to the Super Bowl. Because I mean, with when you got a quarterback like Patty, that makes a lot of things easier, you know. So man, and before I get off, this is gonna be the last thing I'm gonna talk about. What in the in the world is wrong with the NFL not wanting to take a look at Eric Bieniemy? Like, are you are you serious? Are you serious right now? He's one of the hottest quarterback or not quarterbacks, coaches, offensive coordinators in the league right now. And you don't give him an interview with anybody? With anybody? Really? Like you don't get him an interview with nobody. That's okay. That's okay because what Kansas City needs to do, go ahead and keep him long term. So then, 2 years, 3 years from now, when Andy's ready to retire, bring Eric Bieniemy right on in, and now he's the head coach of the City Chiefs. That's a scenario that I would definitely keep him for because to me it makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the fact that he didn't get interviewed at all, like at all. He didn't get one interview, not even with the Texans. Really? Okay, whatever. But anyway, I digress. So that's the last thing I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna get off this thing. Uh, yeah. Give me your feedback. Let me know how y'all like the setup, and if y'all like it, we'll keep doing it. If not, I'll tweak it. But before I go, make sure y'all go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from, and subscribe to the podcast. The Life of a Mac podcast is easy to find. Because we slinging these podcasts out, episodes out like the Candy Lady back in the day. Man, y'all remember the Candy Lady back in the day? Yeah, mine was Miss O'Shea. Miss O'Shea lived right behind my house, so I would just walk down walk in my backyard, cut through the yard, take that right. Miss O'Shea, well, she had everything, everything, everything. Um, but yeah, we gonna get off of here, man. I'm sure my wife is trying to figure out what am I doing. She's doing homework. Also, she's got a book coming. Follow me on Facebook. Check out my wife, Brandy Mack. Book is going to be life changing. My brain is all over the place right now. I can't remember the title of it. But if you go to my page, my personal page, and the In the Life of a Mac page, you'll see the post for her book on there as well. And then if you follow her, Brandy Mack, you'll see her book. It's on pre-sale right now, and it's being released on March 3rd. Being released on March the 3rd. So we got a whole month, and pre-sales are going really good. This is her first book, so go out and support. I've already read the pre-edited version and the version that you all will be getting, and um, yeah, man. When you go through life, um, there are some certain things in your life that change. Um, and if you struggle with being resilient and being able from different tragedies that happen in your life, move on. And I'm very proud of her um, with accepting the challenge of writing this book, especially on the back end of dealing with uh, the death of both of her parents last year. And uh, there's a reason why we connected. I'll just put it that way. There's a reason why we connected, and I am so proud of her. I'm proud of uh, her progress. I'm proud of, like I said, the challenge of writing this book, because I'm sure it wasn't easy. I'm sure it was difficult. I'm sure it forced her to, you know, peel back some layers and look at some things that about herself that, she had to expose and deal with. And you know, dealing with death is never easy. But your parents, not even 90 days apart, that's yeah, that's the tough part. That's the tough. But like I said, she's very resilient, and I mean, it's my friend, man. Like that's my girl, like for real. Like like that's my girl, man. Like we joke and clown on each other all the time, and then she tries to, act all, oh, why did that hurt my feelings? No, it didn't, because you just clown me back. But it's all love, all um, it's all fun, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see her take off. I'm excited to watch everything unfold, uh, and develop, and watch her go on these radio shows and TV shows and do all these interviews for this book and book signings because it's coming. Like I know it's coming. Like I said, I read the book. I've seen the book firsthand. Sleepless nights she had. Like I'm the one. Yeah, like I know what this book is about to do for a lot of people. It's about to help a lot of people. And shoot, I'm not that one to hold anybody back. I'm like, girl, you better. Yep, go, go. We just talked about it last night. We was at Papacito's. It's like, girl, you better be doing a whole bunch of book tours and book signings. So y'all be on the lookout for that. So y'all be safe tomorrow. Super Bowl parties. Um, if y'all in Tampa, y'all be safe. Y'all really be safe. Shoot, because I'm crazy Bama's out there, and I wish I was down there. I ain't even trying to go to the game. I'm trying to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because them tickets is ridiculous. Like nosebleeds is like $3,000. No, thank you. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. Can't do it. I've had several people. Oh yeah, you would. No, I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. Trust me. I know I wouldn't. I know I would not spend no. I don't like spending $50 on a ticket going to a regular game. So I know a Super Bowl ticket, man. Please, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But y'all be safe. Be responsible. PSA, be responsible. Hydrate yourself. And go Chiefs. Um, and follow me on social media. Go and subscribe to the podcast, In the Life of a Mac podcast. Podcast where we live like no one else. So later on, we can live like no one else. All right. Y'all be good. I'm out this piece.